welcome back to Elverstone. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Elverstone and I bring life to The Sims. And today we are continuing on the Manor house build, I do believe. Yes, the Manor. And I have to admit, I have been a bit silly. So I started recording some episodes for this build recently, only to realize that I had already pre-recorded about 3 episodes worth of videos that needed editing, and now we're back to this. So what I've done, I've just smashed all the building into one episode, as you can see today, and we're just gonna finish the entire build of the Power Manor in terms of structure and design, and then afterwards we will, in the following episodes, start working on decorations and do each floor at a time or room, expanding here and there. So that's my plan. Well, that's what I hope to do. And since I have like a few episodes pre-recorded already, it'd be a lot more helpful for me to start getting them out to you as soon as possible. And as I said, we're mostly working the structure. I must admit, I recorded this video quite a while ago, so let's see what I can do. So it appears that I was, working on the design and making sure the rooms work, because if you may remember, I was following the floor plan of a Gilian house design. I think this is a 17th or 18th century house plan, so quite vintage and vicious design. Of course, big walls, so tall walls, big windows. As you can see, in the back end of the house, I wanted to use this, although they're modern, I wanted to have full open windows, so people can have this a wonderful view of the back garden behind them and etc. And I think we're working on the top floor now. Yes, we're working on the top floor, and because there were no designs from the website that I got this floor plan, I had to use my imaginative and look at various other pictures of just random Victorian houses to see how the floor plan was designed. And from what I found is that they have this like unique edging towards them, as you can see, like balconies to them, and very tall windows with minimum windows all around. And also, having walked around in England, I've seen plenty of Victorian houses, vintage, you name it, all types of houses and Roman houses. So from that on, it was able to inspire me just to design the houses according to how I thought they will initially turn out to be. And it came out really good. I'm really proud with the way this design came out, and the windows as well. I do believe I did not restrict myself with this build, so unfortunately, if you do not have the game packs of the certain objects I am using, you will not experience this build to its fullest, so I do apologize about that. That being said, maybe near the time when it's finished and it's ready to upload for you to download, I might give out a free game pack, just to say sorry. Because I do feel upset that, if you don't have the game pack and you cannot experience the full designs and builds that I do. And I am actually initially very happy with the way it turned out. I was experimenting now and then with various objects, doors and windows, although I had to make sure to restrict myself and not overuse modern designs, as I thought, this would be nice, and then I completely forgot that I'm actually building a Victorian house, so I can't use like all these modern doors or the ones from city living, etc. So I had to just be extremely careful. Just a quick notice, when I was building this house plan at the time, I did not have the vampire expansion pack, so I know some of you may want me to use some vampire details or objects within it. That will work upon on future videos, so do not worry. I do, may as well tell you now, I do build another sub-level within this house where I am mostly concentrating on using the vampire expansion packs objects, and yeah, it turned out really good. As of the top floor of the house, I'm really happy with what I've done with the layout. As you can see, I have the room I'm working on just now. I put in the entire room have open windows, so that could possibly be, I don't know, study room, a gym room, or like a drawing room. That's it. It could be a drawing room, because I know a lot of Victorian houses, they had a specially designed drawing rooms, which I think is just marvelous, honestly. I mean, wouldn't that be nice to have your own personal drawing room where you can just paint, or your own personal room where you can just make objects? That would be like amazing. That would be like a dream come true. Anyway, we are just going in and out, building some balconies, because that's the one thing I do like. This house has a lot of rooms. Too many rooms, I must admit, but I was thinking, if you're probably gonna play with this game, you're either gonna be like an ancient vampire, or just a really big household with Sims everywhere, children, toddlers. So you may as well have a lot of rooms, but as I said, you can like adapt it to whichever way you want it to be. I do believe I saved a copy of the house with a blank copy of it not being decorated yet, but I don't think I did, so I do apologize about that. I've recently been trying to get into a habit of saving an unfinished copy, undesigned copy of my house builds, so if any of you want to design them to your own way, then you can. But with this one, I don't believe I saved a copy, so I'm so sorry about that. But when you do download it into your Sims gameplay, you can probably just have it unfurnished and then just take it from there on and change the design whichever way you see fit. So I did heard about that. As you can see now, we're just working on the windows. I must admit I was a bit undecisive on how I wanted the windows to be, but I really loved the way these windows came out, and they were just so perfect. Although I will admit, my main concern is the reason why I don't use this type of windows before is because I always found that they overclash everywhere, but with this design they work so perfectly, and it gave that vintage Victorian look to the house plan, to the house, and I'm really amazed with it. So I can't wait to see how this house is gonna look when it's fully furnished and decorated. I think it's just beautiful. If you are going to download this house, I do believe it's on a 50 by 40 lot. I'm not too sure. I'll double check on that for you, then I'll let you know in the next episode. So it is quite a big house, that's one thing I'll say. It's been a long time since I've worked on a mansion. Talking about mansions, I still have gotten to finish Gravity Falls. That is something I'm working on recently as well. So getting on building various rooms in one go, and also Taylor Swift's house design. That one, yes, I know I've still got to finish that, so I'll probably work on that next week as well. Just trying to get as many houses as I can done in one go, but it's a bit tricky, but we will get there. I believe we can get this done all in one go, so it'll be fine. Moving on, we are working on the roofing, and roofing is something I've just started to get the hang of. I must admit I'm not a pro like some other sim builders. I'm not an expert when it comes to it, but I have recently been improving the way I roof. I found that I'm getting a lot better at futuristic roofing and just making sure everything all aligns. And when doing this roofing, I had to take into consideration that we are doing a Victorian house build, so the roofing will be somewhat simplistic and not too overbearing. However, I have seen quite a lot of Victorian houses near my hometown where they are simplistic, yet they have this somewhat unique feel to them and design in terms of decorations on the roofing, like bells, etc. I can't remember specifically, but I think they used to represent like the wealth of the family, or like how successful they were. I'm not too sure. It might just be me just talking nonsense, but it was very difficult. As you can see here, because this is more of a hexagon shaped design. But I think we get along that later on by bringing everything forward. And at the end of the day, the main concern is that as long as the front looks all good, then the back should hopefully just work its way around, because that's all we can just hope for. But having put all the what do you call this thing? Oh, the borders around the roof. I don't know what they're called, but I use them all the time. I do apologize. Having put them all around the building, it came out really nice and put a bit of color towards it, so I can't complain. Hopefully you can't complain about my bad roofing. So that was it. But I hope you did enjoy this episode today. I do apologize for my voice. I think I'm coming down with something. It feels a bit gravelly. And look out for the next builds and future episodes. I will be continuing on other episodes such as the Pokemon builds, so do not worry. And if you do have any builds or want me to build any types of builds in the future, just leave a comment in below. Don't feel scared at all to contact me. I'm always here to reply to your messages when I get the chance. And yeah, I do hope to see you all soon, and I hope you all have a lovely day.